This is the Tom Waits song Martha. I took the piano part and arranged it for guitar, and I took a few very small liberties with some of the chord voicings. I mentioned this in one of the other little tutorial arrangement things, that I really like this kind of open chordal quintal sound. This song I ended up fitting a number of those in like this. They just have a kind of shimmering quality, and the vocal note that's happens during that chord is this one. And so what happens is you get this nice resonance with it. It's a little out of tune, I'll fix it a little bit. And you get that one, and you get this one. So the whole chord has this kind of nice, it's like you, I don't know, to me those kinds of sounds are radiant. It sounds like something coming out of the music. There we go. So you can hear it's got just this nice shimmer to it. Okay, I'm going to record this one real quick. So yeah, here we go. This is Tom Waits' Martha from his 1973 album. It's been so many years. Will she remember my old voice while I fight the tears? Hello, hello, there is this Martha. This is old Tom Frost, and I am calling long distance. Don't worry about the cost, 'cause it's been 40 years or more. Now Martha, please recall and meet me out for coffee, where we'll talk about it all. And those were the days of roses, of poetry and prose, and Martha, all I had was you, and all you had was me. There was no tomorrows, we packed away our sorrows, and we saved them for a rainy day. And I feel so much older now. You're much older too. How's your husband? How's your kids? You know that I got married too. Lucky that you found someone to make you feel secure, 'cause we were all so young and foolish, and now we are mature. And those were the days of roses, of poetry and prose, and Martha, all I had was you, and all you had was me. There was no tomorrows, we packed away our I guess that I still am, and all that really mattered then was that I was a man. I guess that our being together was never meant to be. Martha, Martha, I love you, can't you see? And those were the days of roses, of poetry and prose, and Martha, all I had was you. Careful, baby. And all you had was me. That's what it's resting on, baby. There was no tomorrows. We packed away our sorrows and we saved them for a rainy day. Trembling close to you. So the chords are basically C in this really uncomfortable position. You got if we weren't playing with a capo, gosh baby, it would be 8, 7, 5. And then it's what I decided here was a G7 kind of feel. Or basically, I don't know, you could think of it a different way. You're just taking two of the chord tones and dropping them down 1 scale degree. So instead of G, C, E, G, capo, whatever, C, E, G, instead we have C, D, F. And when it's an instrumental part, I drop this pinky note too, so we get B, D, F. So that's more clearly like a G7 kind of sound. And then the reason I only do it on the instrumental part is, and only every other time, is because I think it would be distracting from the vocal if that was happening underneath the verses. And then this part is just an A minor, a G, and an F with no third. That's another one of those quintal sounds. We have F, G, C. It's got that nice shimmering quality. So, and the vocal goes da 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 da. So the C is supported by this G note and this F note. Da. So even though you're leaving that third out, it just feels full. And then this other part, the original song did something kind of like C, A7 over C sharp, D minor, and then G7 over B. Oh, G7 over B, or this. But I thought it was like too chunky to be moving all those shapes around, so I simplified them to C, E, G, C sharp, E, G, so it's kind of like an A7 over C sharp. This one's a little different. This is D, F, G. Pretend there's no capo. D, F, G. So that's part of a G7 chord. And then this is another part of a G chord, right? B, D, G. So. And why not do a D minor here? I thought this way we can pedal that G string open the whole time. And it also supports the vocal melody, which goes da, 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 da. So the vocals at least touch on that G note during this D7 chord, minor 7 chord, or this D minor chord. So I thought, well, let's just leave that G in there. It's just a pedal, you don't really notice it that much. But it kind of fleshes things out a little bit. And then it goes back to this move. And then for the chorus, this is a C, sus3 kind of thing, I guess. So instead of a third, we're leaving that open. C, D, G, C. And then F without a third. And then it's got a second instead. So it does these. And then F over A. And then D minor 7. And then C5 with no third. I like those no thirds kind of sounds. They just have a open quality to them. Wow, man. Got that all unstraightened. There we go. So anyway, that's basically it. Yeah, the chorus is this. Yeah, nothing more than it needs to be, I think. He's trying to show my paper. This is what my arrangement looks like. Which maybe I'll put online somewhere if anyone wants it. You've already copied it. Oh yeah, and then another thing I think I'm trying to play with on this is letting the vocals be kind of free pacing wise from the chords. Almost like two people are playing it instead of one. So for example, you know that I got married to. So the vocals get to the end of the melody way before the chords do. Or like, it's been so many years. And then also this part has a lot of that going on. Hello, hello, there is this Martha. This is old Tom Frost. And I am calling long distance. Don't worry about the call. Anyway, I feel like that gives things a nice naturalness, and I know that I already don't play like it's to a metronome, and then on top of that, you know, letting one part rush or lag the other gives it even more of an off-kilter feeling. But that's just one of the things I'm working with here, as well. These kind of more shimmery chord sounds. Yeah, eventually I'll probably do share a few of my own songs that are really playing on these ideas. But for now, these are some arrangements of songs you might already know and like. Thank you. Augie, are you going to say bye?